All right. If you are having trouble in your dwarf campaigns to win without cheesing, might I recommend you prioritize getting the tier 3 building that gets you the Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes. Because after you do that, obviously at that point you'll have their tier 2 building. And you can get probably the most important unit to winning any dwarf campaign is the Iron Drakes. They're good in literally every campaign I can think of for the dwarves. For Thorgrim Grudgebearer, they're incredibly good versus Greenskins and Khorne, who you can be fighting to your south, and Skaven, honestly. Thoric Ironbrow, similar area, good at fighting Tomb Kings, Greenskins, Skaven, and Khorne, who will be in your campaign. For Malachi in the north, good at fighting any demonic faction coming out of Chaos Wastes, particularly Nurgle, is rather potent and annoying. So, yeah, I just think they're real good. Enjoy them quite a lot. They can get rid of demonic units because demonic units don't usually have high armor, and losing leadership is just a massive problem for the demonic faction. Like their furies that can try and harass you, you can honestly kill them in one burst from the Iron Drake flame version if they use their shots correctly. And we can do this kind of crenellation formation where you have dwarf warriors that are kind of more in a box rather than a straight line, just to make them tankier, because it takes longer for people to get through them when they have less contact with models. Like this one, I've deployed wide to take up more space, to need more space, but if you fight them, you're gonna fight like 30 models at the same time. This one you only fight 10, but you have to fight 10, like 5 in a row. So you'll have a bunch of bloodletters just standing around on top of each other, not getting as much melee contact. Right. So, let's get this show on the road. Do all this. I want to group all my dwarf warriors together except for the back 3. Oops, not you. You get back with these ones. So you want the mix of Trollhammers and Flame version because the Trollhammers are very good against large targets. They're usually great at sniping out the Lord of the enemy army. And as we said, we're just trying to hurt the leadership of the Skaven, Greenskins, demonic factions, what have you. So sniping out the Lord is very important. And then the 5 or 6 or however many you feel like having in your army, fire Iron Drakes are meant to clear out all the infantry and actually do the real damage. Now in range with our Trollhammers, we'll start getting some free damage out while I wait for the Herald or Epidemius to come in range and take some shots from me here. And on the flanks, we do have to watch these Furies coming in soon, but for now, we'll get our shots out. Oh yeah, I need to throw guard mode on you guys, otherwise you get a little annoying and unresponsive. But big damage onto these low leadership factions. So we're gonna get them nice and softened up. Epidemius is coming in range for our Trollhammers now. Start focusing him down, as Khorne is strangely abandoning Nurgle, but I'll allow it. In come the Chaos Furies. Hazel's behind me, jingling her collar as much as possible. But we'll bring up a couple... Yeah, bring up some of the Dwarf Warriors now that we're going to start falling back from our little crenellations. So far, no one is trying to get in this one, so I'll leave that Dwarf Warrior behind. But oh, look! With the burnt debuff, some of these Chaos Furies are thinking about routing while at literally full HP. That's crazy. So, you can Demonic Instability them super easily. I have no idea why Khorne is hanging out doing nothing. I don't know why he is leaving Nurgle to burn. We'll allow it. But, yeah. The Iron Drakes took out all of the Chaos Furies. Now we can turn them onto the Nurglings as we fall back behind our Dwarf Warriors. But those Nurglings are already close to routing, and that's while Epidemius is still alive. Think about after we actually take him out, how bad their leadership is going to be. Like, look at us just roasting them. Now Khorne is starting to join the fight a little late. Actually, I'm going to pull this Dwarf Warrior back so that I can get some good Iron Drake shots in on those Chaos Warriors of Nurgle. Their higher leadership and higher armor is making them a little more difficult to get through. We have Furies coming over the top, so we got to refocus our Iron Drakes. There goes Epidemius. In comes the Herald of Nurgle. Not Nurgle, Khorne. Gotta hurry up and take out the Furies. Gotta focus down the Furies, because I really need my range to get back online. But there's an awful lot of Furies coming in. And that is a bit of a problem. You guys use your guard mode, fire over there towards those Furies. You can shoot through there. You retreat a little bit and fire. Meanwhile, this Dwarf Warrior will move up. But with the more flamethrower shots, once again, we're going to rout these dogs and these Furies. One Fury did get one of my Troll Hammers, so that's not great. Sorry, Iron Drake. When everything's an Iron Drake, I just kind of babble through it, but one of my torpedoes is getting compromised. One of my flamethrowers is dead. Now we freed up a flamethrower that I'm going to continue retreating with for just a little bit. We have more Iron Drakes just trying to get to safety and fire. Oop, they're not going to shoot. Okay, just shoot at what's right in front of you, please. Please. Iron Drakes, please. Get us a little bit of breathing room. There goes the Herald of Corn. We need to fall back with these guys, running into a bit of trouble. Cover my own retreat on this one. Still trying to get rid of those Furies. Meanwhile, we have this big old blob forming over here. I'll see if I can punish it with this rallying Iron Drake. But mostly I need to just get some kind of safety somewhere. Now that there's not a lot of targets left, I'm going to have my Trollhammer Torpedo Iron Drakes take a little bit of damage for me. Actually, you know what? Malachi can jump in there for a little bit. Just a teeny amount of time. As I do try and get multiple Iron Drakes firing in on this same blob of problematic units. Nurglings here. Almost demonic instability crumbling on their own. We got some more Iron Drakes back. Nice shots there, but you have dogs coming in. Please fire at the bloodletters around Malachi while you guys almost get those Forsaken to rout. There, we're getting Nurglings to rout. My other Iron Drakes fall back. We have some Dwarf Warriors rallying various places, so we'll try and get them back into the fight. But yeah, Iron Drake's taking out a lot of stuff around Malachi, and now the balance of power is getting closer to our favor. You get in here, fire down there. Falling back, falling back, falling back. In the center fire here, we are going to break these guys and then give ourselves a little bit of breathing room to shoot at whatever we like. Like these dogs that are proving to be an issue. Okay, I'll buff up these guys. They're firing at the closest range as we continue to battle Plague Bears with this guy. These Dwarf Warriors are about to rout, so I need to get these Iron Drakes turning around and setting up more quickly than that. You guys are unfortunately using a line formation, so it's not really going anywhere. Okay, we have roasted those Plague Bears. They're going to fade away. We need to shoot these, honestly, shoot the dogs. Dogs are being more annoying. I'll have Malachi lead these bloodletters away, but those dogs need to die. Crisscross, applesauce fire. Now you guys both turn onto those bloodletters. These guys kill those pestigores. Still have Dwarf Warriors holding over there forever. Bloodletters at half HP. Okay, routed the pestigores. More fire onto those bloodletters as Malachi continues to lead them on a merry chase. Hey, I have 3 models left and I'm rallying. That's pretty sick. Just classic Iron Drake things. Okay, insane damage on the Marauders. You guys retreat for now. Those Chaos Warriors? No, they're just Marauders. Nice. Malachi needs to continue to run. Getting some troops back here and there. Oh, look how close these guys are to all the routing. One more volley, please. Please, one more volley. Don't say you're obstructed. You're unobstructed by anything. Screw you, bro. More stuff is routing. The Troll Hammers trying to help break some stuff. I need another big volley out of you guys. Ugh, rout them. There we go. Leave me alone. Okay. So Troll Hammies. Troll Hammers I'm just going to use to perpetually rout stuff that's already close to routing, because they're not really going to do that much damage at this point. Good job shooting those bloodletters. Trollhammer's doing their best. Oh no, there's marauders after me. Bounce power is nice and close. There go the bloodletters. There go the marauders. Just turn and kill the nurglings, please. So I continue to run for it. Cheese it! Not cheese it, this is a non-cheese thing. I just meant like cheese it like Bender says in Futurama. Alright, Marauder is back. Crazy low leadership, so pretty easy to rout off. Nurgling's fading away as a Marauder comes in. Pretty easy to rout off. Let's get some rear shots over here and get some of our boys back. I really need to get away from these Marauders though. Okay, we have got to find a way. Nice, they'll just leave us alone. I was gonna say I have to find a way to get to Malachi. Oh, don't get in the way of those Iron Drakes. Okay, get back into a box formation so you're a little easier to deal with. Everything else is routing. And enough with the friendly fire. We get it. You're really cool. Nice rear shot onto those guys. So while I acknowledge that for some reason, I shouldn't say for some reason, for very obvious reasons, Khorne betrayed Nurgle, and I get that, but we did just take on 2 armies with 1. Like, their armies were used, I used the same amount of money to build those armies as mine, and we won a 2v1. Again, Khorne betrayed Nurgle. Maybe I would have lost, sure. I mean, probably would have lost, but I do feel like I would have taken more out of them than they took out of me. And I think this was enough of a proof case just to show how strong Iron Drakes are. I mean, without even running a bunch of stuff down, right? Let's just end the battle there. We ended up getting 900 value, 1700 value, 2700 value, 2000 value, 2600 value, and then the Trollhammer torpedoes still also did quite nicely. And the Dwarf Warriors just had to hold. You can get all of this with just a tier 3 building. And it's quite nice. It deals with what you need to deal with. It has artillery style range from the Iron Drakes. Has really good infantry clearing, even armored infantry. There were 3 Chaos Warriors in there and we killed them all. So you can kill armored infantry. It is harder to kill armored infantry, but you can kill them. You can kill Forsaken are also armored infantry. You can kill Furies quite nicely. So yeah, something to think about if you're having trouble with the Dwarf campaign. Maybe skip Quarrelers, maybe skip Thunderers, maybe skip Cannons, and just grab some Iron Drakes. And they'll get you through a little easier. They're easier to protect too. You saw some of them, like, part of the big thing is in melee combat, they still last a long time with their high leadership, crazy high armor, decent melee stats. So it's not even like a Dwarf Cannon where if the Dwarf Cannon gets attacked, gets shut down very quickly in melee. It's like Iron Drakes just kind of vibe. And you can even use them as frontline units when you run out of Dwarf Warriors. It's like, all right, Trollhammer Torpedo, you just stay there and block like 3 Bloodletters while I get some Flame Troopers back, and then they can fire and save you. That's not happening with Cannons. That's not really happening with Quarrelers well either. Because Quarrelers have more models, so then they'll block the Bloodletters, or like whatever's fighting you, right? Doesn't matter. But the Quarrelers will block what you're trying to shoot at, and you'll get obstructed more often. Whereas when you're blocking with other Iron Drakes, you have such a low model count that normally your other Iron Drakes can find something to shoot at, as we saw. So, just something to think about. Could help with your Dwarf campaigns.
Subscribe, yes, yes.